Hey, what's going on, friends? Today we're going to be talking about how to make above 6 figures as an independent video creator. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around and we're going to be covering that exactly. Alright, so first things first, you as a professional creator have to be just that. You have to be professional. No one is going to hire you if you don't know exactly what you're doing. So make sure that you establish yourself as an expert of your profession before you expect a lot of money being poured your way. That being said, if you are capable, there are some things that we need to cover in terms of you hitting that 6-figure mark or whatever your personal goals are. You have to diversify your income. You are going to want to not put all of your eggs just in one basket. The thing that really sets you apart in terms of financial stability is when you make these other connections to different freelancing opportunities or contract work, something like that you can do on your nights and weekends. If you can establish these different connections and diversify all of your income streams, then all of a sudden, all the money starts adding up. For me, this has really been beneficial because a lot of my money comes from my one single job source. I'm a full-time video editor for a tech company, and that right there just pays my bills and doesn't really make me worry about surviving. I'm very fortunate for that. Secondly, I have extended my freelance network to use all my free time. I love to do video content and I love to create, and I would rather be working than sitting around. So on nights and weekends, I have the availability pretty much to take on more work. And if you can work that into your schedule, you will begin to see the income multiply. And you have to be smart because you don't want to say yes to every and any opportunity if you have that leverage. You definitely want multiple streams of income, but if you are staying up to 1 or 2 in the morning and you are just, burning yourself out and it's affecting your main source of income, then you're going to want to drop that. Basically, what you're trying to do is establish what works for you and your lifestyle. If you're a workaholic like me, sometimes you have to learn the hard way. You don't want to overload yourself. You want the mental capacity to comfortably do all of your jobs effectively. But work on building those relationships to get the consistent video work. That's where it really starts to multiply. And a lot of times I live my life based on my main job's income, so that any other creative income stream is extra. A lot of times creative professionals, especially, we're not really financially savvy, but it's not that hard if you're smart with your money. If you look at all of your incoming income streams, you really need to dedicate money aside for those rainy days, for that rainy day fund, for the times where you might get laid off of a job, or if you're a full-time freelancer, you don't know where your next check is going to come. Every single check that you get, you're going to want to put a certain percentage away. And that percentage looks different, according to your living situation. When basically I get any sort of freelance income, I can dedicate however much of that budget towards investments or my savings, and letting kind of that build and me pretending like it doesn't even exist. Because as soon as you start touching it, that's when it gets dangerous. The best way to make money multiply is just to allocate a certain percentage every single check, every single time you get paid. Take a certain percentage of that and pretend like it doesn't exist. Put it in a totally separate account. The thing is if you let that build, it'll add up over time. And over time, you're going to be checking back to the same account and saying, oh, wow, that did grow. I was smart with my money, and now I have the creative freedom to say what projects I want to take on. Just because you are an artist or you're a video creator or whatever profession that you're in, doesn't mean that that's the only thing you can make money in. Get a side job or build a side business, and don't be afraid to explore these different things, because it will make you grow as a person, right? Make sure those bills are paid, as long as most of your energy lives into the career path that you're passionate about. That's what I would recommend. It worked for me. I started a small business and really boosted my savings to a point where essentially I didn't need to take jobs in my creative field that I didn't want to take. Once you build a network and once you've established your footing, then it's just multiply that. It's the network effect. Have this stream of income, this stream of income, this stream of income. Really just trying to keep different clients on retainers and continually reaching out to them if they need content. And yeah, those are just some of the tips that I've learned over my past 4 or 5 years now out in Los Angeles, building my video portfolio and network and streams of income. And I think that that is kind of the info that I would want to know when I started out. And it's not impossible because I basically figured it out the hard way. I didn't really have anyone telling me this information besides other random YouTubers. But yeah, I think just play your cards, build those roots, build that foundation. And, if you're planting these seeds over time, somehow they'll all connect, which is really the weird thing. It's going to be rocky. There's going to be ups and downs, but I believe in you. Yeah, and those are just some tips that I'd like to share from my life, and I guess that's it for now. Wow, welcome back, YouTube. All right. Ooga, ooga.